I mean, obviously, there's not a lot of teams looking for goalies. Certainly in the last few days, Philadelphia had a couple of injuries to their goaltenders. Had a conversation over the last 2 or 3 days with Ron Hextall, which we put together yesterday. I guess my philosophy is the ultimate goal here is to build a team that can compete for a Stanley Cup. We've all seen it as Red Wing fans over the last 25 years up until a few years ago, what a team looks like, and given the rules of the CBA, it really is a draft pick league, and I'm trying to acquire more draft picks and give our scouting staff more opportunities, more picks to find the types of players that we need to be the team that we envision down the road. So this was an opportunity to acquire futures. Under the terms of the CBA, we signed Peter to a 2-year deal at $4 million a year. Avoiding arbitration a couple of years ago. We have to qualify him at $4 million a year in this summertime in order to retain rights. Not sure what's going to happen in the next 25 games. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't read the future as to how everybody's going to play, but certainly I think at this stage, right now, Peter was playing very, very well. Certainly that would be part of the reason why Philadelphia had interest and made a decision to acquire a draft pick. And for those that don't know the details, it's a 4th outright, moves to a 3rd round pick if Philadelphia qualifies for the playoffs, and Peter wins 5 games for Philadelphia between now and the end of the year. And then if Philadelphia advances to the Final Four and Peter wins, I think, 6 games of the first 8 in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, it moves to a 2nd round pick, and then we've got a 3rd round pick if they re-sign him for the 18-19 season. We retain 50%. Obviously, from cap, this stage of the game, teams need cap space, so that's how the deal came to be.
Ken, the way Peter had been playing since mid-January,
yeah.
Did you have any discussions or any thoughts about possibly if he were to continue playing well, qualifying him and keeping him into
well,
the
like
future?
I said, answer, I can't read the future, so I have to make a decision before Monday. So if you say if he continues to play well, that's reading the future. There's not a person on the planet that can read the future. So I have to make decisions based upon the information that I've got at hand. Could I have waited 3, 4, 5 more days? I guess, but given that, talking to Ron Hextall, he told me he wanted to acquire a goaltender yesterday. So, I got to make a decision yesterday, and I can't wait until Saturday or Sunday. Certainly we structured the deal so that if they re-sign him, we get 2 draft picks. If they don't re-sign him, then he's obviously out on the open market. I think I explained to you, in order to retain his rights, we had to qualify him at $4 million a year. I've had an opportunity now to watch Peter for, we've all watched him for a number of years, and he can get on a real roll, and certainly he's on a real roll right now. I can't read what the next 25 games are going to bring, and I had to make a decision really yesterday. I made that decision.
How much from mid-February 2 years ago up until January of this year, his numbers fairly mediocre. Did that factor into you deciding that? At one point he was your goalie of the future.
I think at the end of the day, what's driving me? I want us to be a team that can compete for the Stanley Cup. I want us to be a better team. We're competitive. We're not quite where we need to be. In order to be where we want to be, I got to acquire draft picks. We need to hit on those draft picks. And the more draft picks that I can acquire, or young players through trades, is a better chance that we're going to wake up 3, 4, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, and start to see the young players coming onto the team and having an impact on the team. We're not good enough quite right now. We're not far away, but we're not. You can look at the standings. We got a big road to hoe here. Probably going to take 90+ points to make the playoffs. We're going to have to play 8, 9, 10 games over 500 to qualify for the playoffs. So for me, it's about trying to acquire pieces that I think are going to impact this team 3-4 years down the road, in order to build a team that's a playoff team, that's got a young foundation. That's the goal. That's the goal. Those are the decisions that I'm making.
Hey, Kenny,